Hi, everybody. It was so good. We have a chance to talk to you guys again. It's really a wonderful time that we can talk together. This is a very important subject. The reason is why I say that is a lot of people do not realize if you are have high blood sugar, you have a actual high chances to get for men, you get prostate cancer. So I thought that because many of our customers are really more on the elderly, I thought that would be good. We put a lecture together at least to talk about, what is prostate cancer, and net result, they can actually prevent themselves and get tested. And this lecture is going to help you to better understand how this works. And so I think this is so good. And then I thought that will be really helpful for everybody, especially the high blood sugar elderly that might not realize, oh, wow, do I need to check my prostate? Now, as you know, a prostate cancer might not necessarily have much sign and symptom. And let me give you a real story. And this is a customer of ours, and he really doesn't think that he have any problem prostate cancer. But recently he said, hey, my urination has become more frequent. I have to wake up at night, go urinating. And so because of that, they start saying that, wow, if that's the case, do I need to check? So I suggested, I say, hey, your blood sugars have been high for a long time, and maybe you need to check. So he actually did check, and the doctor do a PSA on him, and his PSA already 11, 12, 13, 15, and keep going up. And so net result, he actually did a biopsy and realized that he is having a stage 1 cancer for his prostate. So now next step is, you figure you have to either, now you confirm, do you do a test for, see if metastasized, meaning that the cancer has spread, and you also, if it is, what is the next treatment? Would it be surgery? Would it be radiation? So all things. But anyway, this customer actually took radiation, not radiation, took surgery, not radiation, not radiation, surgery. So after he took surgery, basically all the cancers are removed. So his PSA now is less than 0.1. That means cancer free. So he was very happy. And certainly there's still some sort of slight hurdle. He has to basically need to have diapers for a while, but on the other hand, that has been improved quite a bit as time goes on, so he has able to avoid. So anyway, it is a really more important to remove the cancer, not to have it inside of you. And if he doesn't check, he will never know, right? So that's why I thought that this lecture would be very nice for people who have no idea how this association, and this lecture will provide you the sort of the story behind it. Okay. So thanks, Pat. Thanks, Edwina, and also many of our friends from Southeast Asia, USA. They actually attend this lecture. So I will start doing my lecture now and go from there. And I think everybody will see the screen. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, good. Excellent. Maybe perhaps Edwina, can you kind of let me know you start any questions seeing the screen? Give me a 1 if you can. So I know this is everybody's there seeing the screen here. So that would be good. Thank you. Okay, so today's topic is really understand the link between blood sugar levels and prostate cancer. Now that is, people said, wow, you really have that issue, and I give you the exactly idea how blood sugar level can affect your potential prostate cancer in men. And a lot of time is the wife to get after the husband and say, hey, you better check things out. And to me, that is important because a lot of men they just say, well, why should I do this, and and delay. And when you, as I said, mentioned, when you have cancer, you don't delay, you go right away, find out and take care of it. do not delay and continue to linger, because further you delay, you don't know what the cancer is going to do. So it might can go someplace else, could be, grow bigger and it hurt you more or whatever. So you don't know. So if you think that you check out your cancer, you act right away to get rid of the cancer. And that's the key message. Now, today we're going to introduce what is, diabetes, what is high blood sugar, and what is prostate cancer. And you can understand what's the link, understand the impact of this prostate cancer to you, and how modify the lifestyle, and what is the prevention strategy. On top of that, we'll also give you some idea how do you find out you have prostate cancer and what most likely the treatment is going to be. And so, and also how those treatment can help. And basically, this is today's webinar. I think it's really good, especially for people who have no idea why this prostate cancer together with your blood sugar. This will be an extremely good lecture for you to better understand, and at least you are alert to it. Like my client, they said, wow, I didn't know that I would have prostate issue or cancer until I told him. And he's go, oh, okay, I will go check. And when he go check, voila, and that's the prostate cancer. And she was very grateful to say that, I'm so happy you actually tell me, and I went and checked, and now I'm cured. And so that's the things that I hope we can achieve for you to give you that, sort of the alertness, okay? So today I have a lot of people who I don't know. They are maybe from different United States area. So I will go through a real quick, let you understand what is blood sugar. As you know, and what's elevated blood sugar, it will affect you, and what will be that issue. Now, as you know, high blood sugar is known as hyperglycemia, where a condition is the glucose or the blood sugar go up very high in the bloodstream, beyond the normal range. I'll tell you what is the normal range later. And then, as you know, glucose is very important. It's really a source of energy for your body. You have to have it. But on the other hand, if you're over glucose and a lot of blood sugar in your bloodstream, is not going to be healthy. You're going to get all kinds of serious complications. I'll tell you that later. Now, the normal blood sugar level, basically, when you're fasting, you need to eat, you should have somewhere in the neighborhood 70 to 99 milligram per deal. Or in Hong Kong, you will be, or the English system will be 3.9 to 5.6 millimole per liter. And after 2 hours you eat, your blood sugar will definitely goes up. No matter who you are, is a good person or you diabetic person, it will go up. But the regular person will only go less than 140 milligram per deal. For healthy individual will be 7.8 millimole per liter for Hong Kong or British system. So really, this is if you want to take a picture, it will be good. So at least you know now what is the normal blood sugar level you need to have all the time in target. Now, if you have hyperglycemia, meaning high blood sugar, usually can categorize by saying you are okay, your blood sugar can be 140 to 199 milligram per deal, or 7.8 to millimole per liter. And that's really a lot of these diabetic patients have this kind of number. Now, if you have moderate high, wow, that would be terrible, because your blood sugar will be 200 to 299 milligram per deal, or 11.1 to 16.7 millimole per liter. So when your severe blood sugar level exceeds 16.7, you belong to the hospital. You really got to get this blood sugar down very quickly. You know, where you have 16.7 millimole per liter or 300 milligram per deal, you better go to the hospital to make sure get doctor to check it out. Now, everybody go through 4 stages of diabetes, and it's very simple to explain. The first stage is your LDL cholesterol goes up, and that result, it damage the B cells, which is the cells come out from pancreas to take sugar to the cell. The B cell is the one that takes sugar to the cell. And when that damage, more and more sugar continue to run around in the bloodstream. So cholesterol, blood sugar mix together, your blood becomes thick. And that's the problem that will start. Because when thick blood sugar, you quickly move to stage 2, which is they form plaques everywhere for entire body and all throughout the vessel wall. So net result, your blood pressure goes up because the space of each plaques here is going to get less space for your blood to go through, so the blood pressure internally will goes up. Now, when these plaques form, is not going to disappear. It will continue to form along the way. This is the major reason why diabetes is bad for you because it will plaque everywhere in the body. If you long-term 10, 20 years, wow, you mentioned you have plaque everywhere, you have a brain, kidney, lung, a heart, everything will block. Now, if you don't do anything, because at this stage, you not have much sign and symptom, you quickly, your blood sugar will continue goes up, and the doctor will say, hey, well, I've got to measure you in an average 3 months. What do your blood sugar look like? Which is called HbA1c. And basically, this is measure the amount of sugar, percentage sugar attached to this hemoglobin blood cell, which is all over your body, carry oxygen, right? So if you have 5.7 and below, you're a normal person. If you have 5.7 above to 6.4, now you become a pre-diabetic. And all pre-diabetic, you have no medication. You just got to change your lifestyle, do everything. And that is extremely good for you, because as time goes on, you will want to make sure you don't go over 6.4. You continue to move the scale below 6, so you can be always a healthy person. And since you have no medication, you need to do several things. You have to change your diet, exercise, and your weight, and also drink low sugar tea will help you to definitely keep you beyond the 6.4. And then if you don't do anything, you know what? In 6 months to a lot of time to 2 years or 3 years, you will convert. Your A1C beyond 6.4, you will convert to a diabetes. And that is the real story for all the diabetic. Now, why low sugar tea work? Because low sugar has two things. One is called guava leaf, which is block the sugar going to the blood cell. And bitter melon, what it does is actually take sugar. They increase the insulin sensitivity, so the insulin take back the sugar in the cell. And very good is bitter melon, any excess sugar, and also the cholesterol and salt will be thrown out on the urine. So your 3 high will go down. Your sugar, cholesterol, when salt decrease, your blood pressure will go down. So they actually lower 3 high. Now, we don't want you to just drink low sugar tea. You have to change lifestyle. So all this time, we will teach you how to do not only drinking low sugar tea, but we'll teach you how to take low carb diet, low fat diet. So net result, the carb is always low, the fat is low. And we'll teach you how to do exercise, 8 to 10,000 steps a day. We'll give you a weight control program, which you get BMI lower than even 30, go down to 23. And weekly, we have a free webinar for you. And it's free, 100% free. And you can listen anytime you want to. And a lot of people actually re-listen to this. And we'll also teach you how to track your blood sugar. And basically, besides tracking your blood sugar, we'll track you weight, exercise, the food intake, everything in one program. So hopefully with that, even your A1C is 10 plus, we'll bring it down to 5.7. And I see it in my own eye. A lot of my customer actually went down to more than 5.7. So now you understand what this blood sugar is all about. Now we talk about cancer. Now, prostate cancer is somewhat little bit, you got to understand, is a very, very big problem to many people, especially men. Okay, as you know, this is the 3rd most common diagnosis malignancy in the world. And there's about 1.4 million cases per year from World Health Organization in 2002. Now, 375,000 die from it in worldwide. And a common, there are 50% of the country actually can most likely diagnose this, prostate cancer. And 60% of the case are diagnosed of people age 60 or 65. So every 7 men, 1 will have prostate cancer. Wow, that's a high ratio now. Every 7 men, 1 has prostate cancer. So you got to check. You got to understand, wow, do I have prostate cancer or just my prostate is large? It could be okay. Now, definitely prostate cancer starts with the cells around here. And this is the cell by male prostate gland. And then which they grow uncontrolled, and the prostate become more and more. As you know, prostate is important because it make semen fluid. As the age goes on, the prostate can just continue to grow, but not necessarily is a cancer. So it's called benign prostate hypertrophy, which is BPH. If this occur, so they press again this urethra to when you void, So a lot of time people cannot void well, and they, especially older folks, it was stand there, they will continue drip, 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 drip. But basically the urine cap doesn't come out. And that's very in a sense, very frustrating for many old folks, and especially a lot of times they can't sleep. They will stand in the toilet for 5, 10, 20 minutes just to make one void. I mean, that is really, sometimes this is the PPH. So, but that's not cancer, but you still need to take care, because if you take care of this, at least maybe you need to remove the prostate on a certain amount so it doesn't press on this. So that's something that you might have to do, but at least it is treatable, not cancer. Now, let's talk about cancer now, okay? Now, majority of the cancer, by the way, is called adenocancer. This is the most common part of prostate cancer, which is originating from the prostate gland cells, which is produced, fluid, the semen. So majority of people who have prostate cancer are adenocarcinoma. And how you find out? You do a biopsy, you find out, oh, wow, this is the adenocarcinoma cells, okay? Now, also there's other cancer, it's called small cell cancer. Also, there are large cell cancer. There's a transitional cell carcinoma, sarcoma. So don't worry about that, but at least there are a few types of cancer, right? But the most common is adenocancers. That's what you look at. Now, what is the risk factor? Okay, if you're old age, you have family who have cancer, you have race ethnically, like for example, you're African American, that are very high in that. In Hong Kong, actually, really Oriental do have a lot of that too. And also your high level of insulin, meaning that high blood sugar, you always have to go high level insulin. So that is the link factor that you have. That's a risk factor. And with that, what symptom you usually get? Now, by the way, usually when you start out, when you have this cancer, until you got to the later stage, you really might not have no symptom. Maybe you will have frequent urination, you have interrupted urine flow, meaning that you stand there for a while, or you will have urgency. A lot of people misunderstood that maybe that's not cancer, but more on a large prostate. And then the most critical stage now, we will get bloody urine, and you might have pain, urination, your back pain, hip pain, thigh pain, shoulder pain, all that might come along. Now, you also might be fatigued. One of the things that a lot of people also will start experiencing is you have onset of erectile dysfunction. In other words, you cannot have your penis doesn't raise anymore. And that is very common, okay? And certainly with that, the older folks, you have leg or feet swelling is also common. But the sad part is the early stage of cancer, you might not have symptoms. The only symptom most likely have a frequent urination. And like my customer who I asked him, hey, you should check that out. His is only frequent urination. He doesn't have pain, doesn't have anything. But because he checked out, he has stage 1 cancer, which now he is basically cancer free. But the key is, once you know, you got to treat right away. So now we talk about the signs and symptom. Let's understand between the blood sugar level and prostate cancer, how that link together. And that is important to at least you understand what this is. So it's important to start knowing this, right? Okay. Now, right now, as you know, there are still a lot of the issue here is still not quite understood, basically. But at least we know in the insulin, if you increase the insulin, you also increase what we call the growth factor, IGF, in the body. And that result, this IGF become a hormone that promotes cell growth. And that result, if there's a cancer, you promote cell growth, the cancer will become bigger. That's one of the theories. Secondly is when you're advanced age, I'm getting older, and that's the time that your blood sugar go up, and then when you age, and then the age will damage your cells, and you promote inflammation, and then you create an environment favorable for cancer growth. And basically, there's still a lot of research need to be done here, but that is some of the two major areas majority of people will ask, oh, why I have prostate cancer? Because our blood sugar increase and so forth. Now, certainly when you have hyperglycemia, meaning that you are really high blood sugar all the time, meaning that you are just high blood sugar. A lot of people, a lot of times don't understand that. They continue to have, like 11 all the time and not really taken care of. And basically, their prostate cancer are 2 to 5 or 3.2 times more chances to get prostate cancer. And that is one issue. If you know you are hyperglycemic, meaning high blood sugar, you have to lower it down, because that way at least you don't have that possibility to get prostate cancer. So you need to do that at the first step. And it's good for you because you will not get into, diabetic with all kind of problems that come along, right? Then you have also problem of chronic stress response. When you have a lot of stress, I'm working as an executive, a lot of stress. And when you're stressed, you also facilitate the tumor to grow, because you are so stressed, your immune system go down and the cancer will continue to grow. So that's two things, that sugar and stress is not good for you to, for you, because it just enhances cancer growth. Now, certainly you have also hormonal imbalance, because when you're diabetic or you're high blood sugar, your prostate cancer can be associated with the hormone working together with more sugar, and suggests that there's a link between higher estrogen level and increase the risk of prostate cancer. Because if your estrogen level goes up, actually that's the male hormone, as you know, has really helped to breed the cancers. In other words, they feed the cancer cells. So meaning the male hormone is not good for you for prostate cancer. Now, certainly also you have the obesity factor. So in other words, if you are not a person who have really like to move around, I watch TV all the time, I'm a couch potato, and I have a family history of prostate cancer. Now, all these conditions will help you to actually give you the additional risk of prostate cancer. So really, at the end of the day, that's you have to think about. If you have high blood sugar, I don't move much, you have to change your lifestyle. So to help you to contain, so you don't get into the prostate cancer. Now, so impact of diabetic prostate cancer is the following way. One is, if you are a man with diabetic, certainly if you are just a diabetic, you have 14% lower risk to develop prostate cancer. However, when you have diabetic with high blood sugar, that's a different story, because you have high insulin level. Actually, that is increase the risk of prostate cancer, which raise, the man's, in a sense, potential risk of getting this cancer. And also, basically, testosterone is the male hormone, and basically you need to have the testosterone connecting the growth of cancer. So you have to lower the testosterone to level that might help you prevent you to to feed the cancer. So that is important. So meaning that testosterone is a male hormone. If you cut down a male hormone, your chances to feed the cancer is less, right? So the more important is lower also, your potential testosterone hormone. And so net result, you will have less chance your cancer to be grown. So now, but on the hand, telling you all that, well, I know blood sugar will increase, stress will increase, hormonal can be increased, and also I need to check. So, but on the other hand, if high blood sugar, meaning that I need to change my lifestyle to prevent me to have blood sugar increase. So what that means? So first of all, really, you got to have a healthy lifestyle. And that's good for you in both diabetes or high blood sugar. That all come in together, meaning the balanced diet, meaning you have to eat a lot of fruits, vegetable, lots of whole grain, lean protein, not red meat, not processed food, and not sugar drink water like bubble tea. All that you need to take away, because that is not good for you. And every day you got to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of low sugar tea. That would definitely help you to lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Wow, that would be great. Now, then you have to have regularly exercise. What's that mean? Meaning that I have to have 150-minute moderate and intense aerobic exercise to go through every day. In other words, I have to walk 10,000 steps or at least 8,000 steps. And you can move them gradually, meaning that I start with 6,000 and then eventually 8,000, 10,000. Okay. But every day you have to do it. So net result, you got to get a regime now to get regular exercise. And that will be definitely help you to get future better health, because now you change your diet, you got to exercise, and also you probably lower your weight. And net result, all that activities will give you better health. Now, last but not least, you have to quit smoking, because smoking, it increases the risk of diabetes, lung cancer, over cancer. So over health, you got to quit smoking. Really, smoking is not good for you. Now, then you have to manage stress, meaning that, hey, I cannot have a lot of stress, because stress will give you increased hormone or cortisol and adrenaline, which will trigger inflammation throughout the body. And that basically enhance a better environment for cancer growth. So you want to decrease the stress. Now, also, you have to have good sleep, because good sleep overall, you have really give you the body to regenerate, and that result is better for you. Now, you have to take vitamin D, because vitamin D actually protect you against cancer and other conditions. Like you can also take cod liver oil, wild salmon, and all that things that basically help you to give you better vitamin D to help you protect your body. Now, you might want to talk to your doctor what kind of supplement to take. Now, last but not least, is so important to have weight management, because if your weight is too high, like BMI over 30, you actually have a risk of diabetes and prostate cancer. You know, you set yourself up to do that. So you really have to go down on your size of your weight. So the weight should go down to 23 BMI. 23 BMI will be very good for you. So you need to continue to work on that to decrease your weight, to help you to get better weight control. That result, you decrease chances of diabetes. And definitely, if you take off 1%, 10% of your weight, you actually minus 1 point of your A1C. You know, your A1C is 8, you go down to 7. And you have 7, you go down to 6. So definitely weight control will definitely help you, just 10% of your body weight. So you got to try that. And that is really significant to help you to lower your blood sugar. Now, certainly the protective measure, as we mentioned, you got to always measure your blood sugar. You have to measure A1C. Your A1C meaning the hemoglobin percent of sugar attached to that hemoglobin is a 5.7. It is between 5.7 and 6.4. If you are able to continue to lower to 6.0 below, you'll be always in better health than a person who is 6, 7, 8, because they will continue to start plucking sugar, plaques everywhere. That is not going to help you. And really, at the end of the day, you got to able to manage your blood sugar, so your blood sugar continue to be low. It don't induce the growth of your cancer. Now, the key measurement of prostate cancer is by a specific antigen called PSA. Now, PSA is the blood measure of the blood test, which has come from the prostate gland. Very specific. And if you have high PSA, what is high? For example, you can start out probably with the doctor will be 4, 5, and continue to grow up 5, 6. And if you're over 10, boy, that is show you that your cancer is definitely growing. And it's very specific. And if you have over 10, 15, you got to talk to the doctor and say, I need to check it out. What is the PSA? Why my PSA level is so high? And the doctor usually would say, okay, let's do a biopsy. So they will poke every area and take, to take sample from your prostate And that is very important because when you find out the prostate, they will check, okay, you really have no cancer there or there is cancer. So they will check maybe 30 times of different area to get those samples out. So if you identify a PSA is high, which is like over 10 already, and you did biopsy, it become positive, and they will usually identify what kind of cancer that will be, adrenaline, adenocarcinoma, whatever. They really need to take that seriously. You gotta go basically say, okay, should I be, what kind of treatment will we use? Now, another very important test, which is called PSMA PET CT scan. And that is very specific for prostate cancer. And the reason why I purposely show that to you, because a lot of people don't realize that as a PET test, that is a scan can identify whether you have prostate cancer or not, and very specific. And so this is something you might request from your doctor to say, oh, I want to be sure that I have no metastasis, meaning the cancer cells spread, PSMA PET test. So I have a CT scan to show that I have not spread. If things are not spread or contained, what you got to do is talk to the doctor whether you should do a actual total surgery to remove the prostate to make sure the cancers are disappear from your body, and or you might choose other therapy like radiation therapy and things like that, or even chemo, not chemo, they use hormonal therapy. So whatever your choice is for you, you have to talk to the doctor. But most important, you have to treat it. You cannot, well, some people say, well, I'm 90 years old, maybe I gave up. Then yes, it is true, cancer might grow slow, but net result, the cancer will be there. The worst thing is you don't want the cancer to spread to the neighborhood area, most likely going to pelvic area, going to bone. It'll be very, very painful. And that's something that I try to alert people that I work with. I said, you got to decide what to do, but you got to treat. If you don't treat, if you get down to the bone, it will be a very painful experience. And do you want to be in that boat? And that's why I thought that will good to at least let you guys know what will be cancer identification and the next step, what we'll be doing. And you got to talk to the doctor and you got to take this seriously and you have to act. Now, worst thing you do is, oh, I know I have cancer. Let me think about it. And now, if you think about it very quickly, with 6, 7, 8, 10 months, if that's the case, the cancer might go everywhere or anywhere. You don't know. I mean, you don't know how progression it is. And so, with that, you still need to continue to measure a PSA level, continue to look at it, continue to talk to the doctor, say what the treatment is going to be. So net result, we hope that once you get that information, you go with it and act on. And that's our key message today. As you know, low tea definitely will help you to lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. And that result, because the high blood sugar will affect you, potential increase the cancer growth of the prostate cancer. So definitely this can be something that can be helpful for you to lower high blood sugar, bad cholesterol, and high blood pressure. And also lower your chances to be diabetic or you are pre-diabetic. You can continue to maintain your pre-diabetic and become healthy. So anyway, in conclusion, managing your blood sugar level protective is important to prevent your prostate cancer. In other words, you gotta lower your blood sugar because that is a very important step to prevent prostate cancer, because high blood sugar will generate an environment to promote your prostate cancer. And the research at this time has shown that there is a suggestion that between high blood sugar level and they will increase the risk to develop prostate cancer. But exact reason, they don't know yet. But at least you know, if it is a chance, you need to start lowering your blood sugar. But that is good because when you lower blood sugar, you also prevent yourself getting to be more diabetic or high blood sugar complication. So it's really killing two birds in one stone, right? So you need to have that. Now, to do that, you have to adapt a really healthy lifestyle, meaning what you need to do is you're going to have checking your blood sugar level. You have to have better dieting, low carb. You have to exercise at least 6, 8, 10,000 steps per day if you can, and 150 hours per week. You have to lower your BMI with your weight. If you have 30 above, you have lowered to 23. All that will basically help you to develop a good lifestyle body that you will be basically go through the remaining of your, maybe 10, 20 years life, whatever. But it's good because you now create a habit. You no longer love all the time to take bubble tea every day. You will be basically exercise. So your weight is always in good shape. So net result, the chances of you to develop, the key here is not to get them a condition to better develop your prostate cancer. Or if you really find out that, hey, my urination is not smooth anymore, I have to go out to basically to the doctor to check what is the size of the prostate, what is the issue. Is it just my prostate, benign prostate, or is it a cancer? And check that, you have to check a PSA. A lot of people need to ask the doctor, can you check my PSA? Also, you have to monitor the PSA maybe every 3 months until to see that continue to grow or whatever. So those are the things that you have to know. And that's why this lecture becomes very important for you, because that, if you know that is coming, then you need to know how to take care of it. And net result, understand you have cancer or not cancer, or just a larger prostate. If you have cancer, treat it right away. Don't wait, my friend, because if you wait, it might spread to other places and you might have a very different result. If you have not wait, you treat it right away. For example, got surgery, you remove, you are cancer free. And I think you all want to have that. Okay. So I hope today will give you a very good orientation of what is really prostate cancer and related to blood sugar. I hope you really think about this. And if your husband, your dad, or whoever had this problem or prostate, you know what? You got to advise them to act. Check your PSA. And if it is cancer, you have to do biopsy, or you have to do biopsy, identify where the cancer is, or what type of cancer. Eventually, have to be treated either by surgery, radiation, hormonal therapy, whatever. But that will depend on you and the doctor individual. So I hope that will help you to understand better. I think it's good that we go through this discussion, and hope that you will continue healthy. I'm looking forward to work with you next week to have a better topics and keep yourself healthy. And no question, and I hope that you will enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much for spending the time with me and talk about, prostate cancer. Thank you. Take care. Looking forward to talk to you. And you have any question, do write to me. And the question, mailbox is Andy, ANDY, at WAHFONG.com. Andy, ANDY, at WAHFONG.com. Or WhatsApp me, which is the number is 852-3001-5604 or 852-6792-8891. Just WhatsApp or email. And I'll answer your question, whatever you ask, and we'll hope that we'll give you some, answer to help you out, to give you some direction to proceed. All right, good. Thank you again. You take care, and hopefully to see you later. Bye-bye.